Kramer Winingham has found himself back on NMSU's campus in graduate school after playing football for the Aggies. About a year ago, he made the jump into the solar business.
It probably was about August or September 2012. We kind of decided that that solar would work for this, and then kind of chugging along from there.
His company, 35 Solar, is funded by grants and investors. They raised about $15,000 alone on a website called Kickstarter. The technology involves new semiconductor materials developed at the Los Alamos National Lab. One of the keys to pitching the company to investors was securing the intellectual property from the lab for the semiconductors.
So if somebody's going to invest in a business, then they want assets, right? So if they're going to give you $1 million, they want to make sure that they're going to get something out of that. And so if there's intellectual property, if they own the patents, then there's value in those patents.
That's particularly true in the technology business. No stranger to teams, Winingham is one part of the three-man team that includes an electrical engineer and manufacturing expert. Football was hard work physically, but this challenge has been different.
I think the difference is that instead of playing a football game where you're got to compete physically, it's more of a mental game. If you're going into pitch an investor, then you've got to be mentally ready, but you don't necessarily need to have lifted weights for the last 2 years or so.
He still does some of the heavy lifting as the pitchman for his business to investors. He says they always ask him to define his business.
We want to make solar panels. We want to be a solar manufacturer, and so that's different than a lot of the solar businesses you see where they're installing solar panels on roofs. We want to do the actual panel, which is an extremely challenging business, but we have outstanding technology, so we're going to keep fighting for that and see if we can actually achieve that, because that's where we think we can have the biggest impact on renewable energy.
Winingham is also the program manager at the Arrowhead Center on NMSU's campus. His company, 35 Solar, isn't the only business getting off the ground there. Inside the Arrowhead Center are several spaces where people are starting their own businesses. This is one of those spaces where people can get some of that much-needed hands-on experience. With the right equipment, you could even make a solar panel right here in this space. Engineering and business students have projects running from the planning stage to beginning development. The Arrowhead Center is open to all NMSU students interested in starting their own businesses. Students and alumni of less than 5 years can contact the Arrowhead Center to find out details of using the space. Sloan Patton, KRWG News.